Good morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. This is our first and hopefully several series of morning exercises and stretches. We're going to do two things. We are going to showcase a certain muscle group each time we do this. And we'll start with some strengthening exercises, and then we will move to the floor and do some other strengthening exercises for the same muscle group, and then I'll show you some stretches both standing and seated. All right, so we're going to start the series with the biggest muscle group of the body, which is the glutes. Your glutes are the biggest, but they're also the least used because we sit a lot. So with that being said, I'm going to sit, and I'm going to show you the very first, most simplest exercise in the world. And we start doing this when we are babies on the floor, and we learn to stand up from the floor. So if you're on the floor, pretend like I'm little, and then you just kind of get up. Well, we stop playing on the floor, and so you forget how to squat. So you're sitting here. Everybody does this several times a day when you visit the restroom. All right, so you're going to sit without using your hands. You're going to simply stand. You sit back, weights in your heels, and you sit. These are simple squats, okay? Notice my knees are right over my ankles. Everything is in neutral position, meaning my hips are forward, my knees are forward, and my ankles and toes. Everything's in neutral, all right? You want to breathe. So I'm going to inhale to get ready. Exhale. All right? Don't worry about the breathing. Just don't hold your breath. All right, that's a squat, okay? If you don't need the chair, you're simply going to sit back in the heels and squat. But I always suggest using the chair first just to give you a target. All right, second exercise. Standing again, and you can use the back of a chair. Okay, these are kickbacks. So I'm going to start standing tall, shoulders back and down. Weight is on my left foot. All right, left knee is soft. Never want to lock at the joint. All right, now this is my working leg. I'm going to leave it in neutral position, meaning everything is aligned in a neutral way, and I'm just going to lift that heel back, and I'm squeezing this right glute, and squeeze, okay? Notice I'm not, everything is nice and tall. Lift and squeeze. Keep that standing knee nice and soft. Lift and squeeze. All right, notice I'm lifting with control and then bringing back down with control. All right, you want to do about 10 of those each leg. Okay, I'm not going to do all 10. I'm just going to lift and squeeze at the top, engaging that left glute. Squeeze. So this is a muscle. Use it, okay? All right, third exercise. So I'm going to show you two different ways to do it. The simplest, most straightforward. Everything is in neutral again. Right knee is soft. Left leg is the working leg. Side leg raises. Okay, I'm working this outer portion of my glute. Lift and squeeze. Okay, you want to work on your balance a little bit? Lift and squeeze without the help of a wall. I can also do it with a chair. Okay? Lift and squeeze. All right, the second way to do the side leg raises is to use a band. Okay? And then I can just walk laterally. Just start nice and easy, but you'll feel the glutes. All right, one more time. 1, 2, 3. You're pushing with this as your working leg. 1, 2, 3. All right, so that was 3 exercises. Your squat, okay? Your squat, or up and down out of the chair. The kickbacks. The side leg raises with or without the band. All right, so we're going to move down to the mat. All righty, so first exercise on the mat. Very simple, very straightforward, very popular exercise, the bridge. All right, so here, you want to be able to touch your heels with the tips of your fingers. All right, I'm gonna inhale, and then I'm gonna tilt my pelvis, and I'm gonna roll everything up. At the top, I'm squeezing my glutes together, and then with control, I'm lowering back down. Okay, reverse motion. So, inhale, exhale up, squeeze. So you want to hold it at the top just to get a nice squeeze, and then lower back down. Okay, this is a glute bridge. As you progress and you want to try it with one leg, one-legged, and you're just working on the standing heel. All right, so those are your glute raises, but remember, just start nice and easy. Up and squeeze, and then back down. All right, second exercise. Okay, if you've got your knees bother you, feel free to roll this up, protect your knees. All right, now make sure your wrists are under your shoulders, your knees are under your hips. Okay, first exercise, very nice, simple, and everybody remembers this from when you were young. The fire hydrant, remember this? Okay, still works, nothing wrong with this exercise, nice and simple. Okay, all I'm gonna do is lift and squeeze. Notice how I'm not doing this, no rocking. I just want you to lift and squeeze. All right, again, you want to do about 10 each side, lift and squeeze. All right, same position. This time, I want to do heel lifts, or they're called donkey kicks, is a fun way of doing it. So this is my starting position. Notice my heel is straight towards the ceiling, and I'm just gonna up. 2, 3, okay? So notice I'm not bringing it back down. I'm keeping that muscle engaged the whole time. All right, so you wanna do about 10 of these. Okay, so we did the glute bridge. All right, we did the fire hydrant. And surely y'all remember this? Pretending like you were a dog. Going to the bathroom on the fire hydrant. And then your heel lifts, okay? Those are your 3 exercises on the floor. Now, after you do those, you want to make sure you stretch that muscle group, okay? Very, very, very popular exercise or stretch it's called the figure 4 stretch. All I did was cross my leg over, my ankle over my leg here. All right, and then if I need a bigger stretch, I just lift this and pull this toward me, and you're gonna feel a stretch all in here. And just hold it. Stretching is so important. So I would say, try to work towards holding it, 20 to 30 seconds if you can. So I'm gonna do this side so you can see this again. Cross, okay? That may be enough for you. If not, you're gonna lift the standing leg, reach through, and pull this leg up closer to you to get a stretch here. All right? You can also use the wall to help you with that. If I'm here, then I'm here. All right, those are your glutes. Now that's one stretch. Another stretch for those glutes is to simply be here, all right? And you're just gonna kind of lean forward, stretching right in here, okay? You can also do it this way and just kind of lean forward. Okay, another way to stretch that is you want to just have sit like this. It's called L sit, and I'm just going to lean forward again. You're gonna stretch your hamstrings here as well, okay? And I'm just gonna, this feels good to your back. I'm just gonna fold. There is a very, very wonderful stretch that yoga folks will know, pigeon. And we will talk more about this. I don't expect you to do this unless you're a yoga person and you already know. But you start out in your nice downward facing dog, and then you bring this knee forward, and then you reach back. All right, and then as you get more flexible, you go down. But don't worry about that. If you know how to do this one, go ahead. But you certainly don't need to start that way. Just start with that nice figure 4 stretch. So the main reason we started with the glutes is to be active and independent, and all those wonderful things that we all want to do is live a long, independent life, vibrant life, full of activity. Is we have to use our body, use our muscles, or they won't work for us, okay? We want to stay independent as long as we can and get up off the floor without using your hands. Ta-da!